yo.
Welcome back. It's the 5th.
Whoa, we ain't doing it like that, man. What are you doing, man? Come on, man. You on the young man shit.
Right.
On this young old man shit, man.
You're right.
Feel what circle of life, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get it right,
Tripping,
baby.
Trying.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. Hey, so we at McReynolds now.
Yeah.
We ended up with Robert Brown. Local legend.
Yes, sir. Man, I got a 6th grade middle school story that let me know that life is real. I was in I think it was a math class, homeroom. I can't remember, man, but I was in class and the teacher had left out the room. And so we was in there being little bad kids, talking shit. Everybody in there talking shit. I'm sitting in the front. And my boy Ricky Deso walked to the front because I said something to him. And he just slapped a T in my eye. Pow! Like, oh, what? Lord Jesus. Fuck, this nigga hit me for, man. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, God damn, man. So the teacher come in the room, everybody, ooh, all that shit.
Yeah.
Teacher come in the room, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Thinking. I see remember back in the day they had the pencil sharpener sitting on a piece of wood.
Yeah, like
on
motherfuckers stealing and shit.
Yeah, so the teacher was sitting down. I got up like I was going to get the pencil sharpener and picked that motherfucker up and act like I was going to sit it on my desk and walked up to that boy and bust him in his motherfucking head with that bitch.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so the teacher hollering and all that shit. We go to the we go to the principal's office. And I told him why I did it and all that shit. You know, we got our little suspension. Back then, though, do you remember they was giving pops?
Yeah. How about actually did you get popped?
I got popped before, man, a couple times. Shit.
Them double doors.
I got popped so cold. My grandmother came up to the school, and you know they used to ask your parent, are you gonna whoop his ass or you want us to whoop his ass? Right. She said, you whoop his ass. Yeah. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, man, you supposed to take me to the house and I'm going to talk you out of getting the ass whooping.
Yeah.
I got my ass popped.
My old man signed off on that shit first day of school. Yeah, you can beat his ass.
Beat his ass.
And they take me down that regular. I felt like a abused kid.
I used to get pops in elementary, too. They take you outside the door right there by the outside door.
Yeah, whoop that ass, man. Whoop your cheeks.
Yeah, man. Big old piece of wood. That motherfucker they need to put some charges on the motherfuckers.
I'm a motherfucker.
What's the boy name? Mr. Hill?
Yes.
Mr. Hill used to whoop it, man. Motherfucker.
Fuck you, man. Mr. Hill.
Nah, Mr. Hill might be out of here, man.
Oh, sorry. God bless you.
God bless you. If you are still out here.
But you was an ass whooping motherfucker.
You was a good ass whooping. We used to hate your motherfucking ass. We was grown men, man.
I still hate you.
You motherfucker, you boy.
Motherfucker, you's an original cheek clapper. Motherfucker.
Yeah, pause though.
My bad.
Yeah. You tripping.
I'm tripping. I'm high.
Yeah, I know, man. That's that good right there.
It is.
It ain't no CBD right there.
Not at all.
That's not the wild.
It'll make you wild, though.
Yeah, that's that good shit right there, man.
All right. So, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to call this person's name.
Right.
But at McReynolds was the first time I saw some real titties in the classroom.
Was it the teacher?
Nah. It was a student.
Okay.
So I go to the front of the classroom. No, she went up to the front of the classroom. Come back. You want to see something? Like, yeah. Big ass titties.
What grade you was in?
Like 7th.
Oh, okay.
7th grade.
Okay. Oh. Damn. She was a unicorn though in the 7th grade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, them girls, hey man. All these young girls these days that are looking like grown women.
Yeah.
I guarantee you older men are trying to shoot their shot at these little girls.
Ain't no doubt about it. Yeah.
So men, Yeah, wherever you at, if you're paying attention, walking by the camera,
IDs,
walking by the shit, and this catches your attention,
Yeah.
make sure you talk to your daughter. If you can see your daughter have a little bit more ass, a little bit more titties than the next little girl, and if you can talk to her and get her mind set on protecting herself when you're not around, that'll help you. I guarantee you that. You got to educate your kids, man.
Yeah, because you'll get one of her little hot ass friends. Yeah, they talk into some dumb stuff.
For sure.
You know? So, you got to protect them, man.
You got to. No doubt about that, man. Because your child is, they not, if they're not around you, guarantee you got to have them prepared for whoever they're around. You got to give them the game that they need at a young age.
Quit trying to pretend your kids don't do nothing wrong.
They gonna do it. They gonna fuck. They gonna do all that shit.
All of it. You did it.
All that shit. All that shit.
Everything you did, they're gonna try.
Your child is not excluded from the shit.
So stop it. Talk to them accordingly.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things I hate is that people want to pretend like their child is different or their family dynamics is different. No, man, we pretty much all going through the same shit, just in a different house. You know what I mean? Same problems, different house.
Yeah, for sure.
Kids get to a certain motherfucking
appreciate
point.
You, Mike.
You know, they get to a certain point and they want to fucking do and say whatever.
Yeah.
Just like you did. So be different than what our parents were. They didn't talk. Mine didn't. You know? So talk to them. Like you said, give them the game.
And even with the strict parents and all that, that's whooping kids' ass and all that shit, they still do what the fuck they want to do. Yeah. So the thing that I want to let people know is educate them. Yeah. Educate them. That ass whooping shit, that shit don't work. That shit work temporary. They gonna be okay and they gonna lie to you and go do the same shit. So you gotta educate them. Talk to them about what the little boys are gonna be trying to do and what they gonna ask you to do and where they gonna try to take you to do the shit. Yeah. You gotta educate your kids, man. If you love them, education. Educate them. Fuck that whooping ass. That whooping is cool if that's what you gonna if that's what it's gonna take for your child to listen to you and pay attention and respect you. Whoop their ass. But if that shit not working, educate them. But educate them all the time. You know?
Always educate.
Always.
I mean, because you got to think about it like this: if you whooping his ass or her ass all the time, how long is that gonna be effective? Eventually, they don't get numb to it
until that ass stops stinging.
You know, so now you're gonna be.
As soon as it stops stinging, they gonna go jump right back on the phone with that little boy. Yeah. Call their friends, call you all kind of hoe ass niggas.
Yeah, everything.
This bitch ass nigga whooped me, man.
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah, and now that motherfucker gonna be consoling them and shit, telling them how fucked up you are and how wrong
educate them. Yeah. Educate them. Talk to them. Give them the game. Give them some type of game. Don't let them be green.
And when we say talk to them, we don't mean talk to them like our mamas used to talk to us while we were getting whoopings. We talking about talk to them like a conversation. Not like, oh, this ass whooping gonna hurt me more than you talking. Sit down. Treat them like a young adult because they're already doing acts as if they were an adult.
For sure.
That's it, man.
You sound like you high again.
I am high as a motherfucker.
Damn, man.
Hey, let's get back to fucking backgrounds.
Okay.
Do we know where the original fight started between us and our Hispanic brothers?
Man, you know what?
Cause I really
Mac Reynolds was a mixed, it was a mixed school with Hispanics and blacks from Denver Harbor to Fifth Ward. It was nothing but a train track and the freeway crossing that separate us. Right. Separate us. So every year it will be blacks and Mexicans fighting on the last week of school.
Right.
So if you didn't want to fight,
don't bring your ass to school.
Don't come your ass to school. Tell your mama whatever you got to tell them, but don't bring your ass to school, man.
Yeah, because you're going to fight.
You're going to fight. I remember I was fighting the Mexican on the lockers.
Yeah.
And somebody hit my leg and I ain't pay attention. Still fighting and shit. We wrestling and shit. And I looked down, man, I had a knife in my motherfucking leg. Yeah. Essays didn't play, boy. They gonna have them knives, man.
Yeah.
They gonna have them knives.
Yeah. So we walk around
shanks.
Yeah, no, shanking niggas in middle school.
Cold shit. But yeah,
knock
Mac
niggas out with them
noodles.
padlocks on your hand.
Yeah.
These some horrible kids, man.
Not really. Just did horrible shit at times.
Yeah. It is a difference. It really is.
Man, when I said Fifth Ward protects Fifth Ward, I meant that.
Yeah.
If you can see if you can understand this. If somebody that you didn't know good, you didn't fuck with,
right,
but you know they was from the ward, and they went to a club on the south side and got their ass whooped from some south side niggas.
right.
You ready to ride? Back in the day. I ain't talking about right now because I don't give a damn about what's going on, all that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about right back then.
We own it.
Yeah. Fifth Ward protect Fifth Ward.
I'm
Come to the ward, fucking with our females,
Yeah.
talking shit. We gonna get on your ass. If you come to the ward with that dumb shit, fucking with our females in the ward, and you on some dumb shit, you gonna get your ass ran off.
Let me go get that old Yosemite 38.
And that's been from old school, I'm assuming that the same thing happens right now today. I don't live in Fifth Ward, but
hopefully got some sense of pride to protect each other.
I think it's still going on.
Oh, sure.
I know for sure.
Because, it seems peaceful over there now.
The reason why I say I know for sure is because these kids that are at 20 years old right now, these are homeboys' kids.
Yeah.
That's
true.
These are homeboys' kids. So what if they was wild and doing their thing, shit, they kids walk from low tree.
Yeah.
So it's still going down. Still
That
going
damn
down.
Fifth Ward.
I ride through there and all type of old thoughts, old memories and all that shit pop up.
Man, when we went there the other day, man, that was cool. But that shit wore me out because I ain't been in the hood that deep. I always drive through, stop, holler at my parents.
Yeah.
Chop it over Sydney every once in a blue moon.
That boy Sydney.
Yeah, but to do that in depth walk through, man, it was good emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some bad things, but that was the first time I had a real overall positive experience about thinking about Fifth Ward.
It's crazy. I was at my house in Fifth Ward, and I haven't been in the backyard years, man.
Yeah. I was scared last time I was there. So just imagine. Well, one is your house, but it's only been, 10 years or less that you've been there? Back in the backyard? When was the last time? Over 10?
Nah, it ain't been that long. It's probably been like 5 years, though.
Right. So
I haven't started that car,
right,
in a few years. Like, shit, 4 years probably.
Yeah, so imagine, how often I was in that backyard, and the last time me being in there was at that age. Mm-hmm. I'm like, holy shit, man. And then going to Wheatley Plaza, behind Mac Reynolds, and all that shit. It was good.
We really didn't cover the whole Fifth Ward.
No.
We didn't go to two C's. We didn't go over the Liberty Road. We didn't go none of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that was just cool.
Yeah, we got to take a stroll through the ward, man, one day.
Yeah.
Really
take our time, too.
Yeah. Really get some good footage of
People
all the
need to
different memories and
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that it's somebody in every city, state, and all that know about Fifth Ward, Texas.
Yeah. People overseas, the whole nine.
All that.
Yeah.
So to educate these people, man, on the good, bad, and the ugly, and come out on the good side, that's what we trying to do.
Absolutely. Because we done it. I mean, we got cops and crips. And we both been government property. They just had me thinking I was somebody when I was government property, but I couldn't move until they told me to move.
You know what? We'll be right back.
Yeah, we're back.
Still high?
A little bit. You got some more?
Yeah, you want to fire this up?
Yeah, fire this shit up. Yeah, I'm an addict.
I see.
I be smoking.
I see.
Yeah. So we in high school now, right?
Right.
You remember Marcus Torran?
I remember Marcus Torran, yeah.
That was, I think that was the second funeral I went to. First was,
What happened to Marcus?
Marcus was murdered. Finnegan Park. Right? Story goes, him, oh shit. I don't want to say Papa Smurf. I don't. God damn it, I can't remember the other dude's name, but it was him and a few other dudes was whooping on a guy up there at H.P. Carter over there by E.O. Smith. H.P. Carter where they send the.
I think that has some
Candle
wax
on
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
Some
that's all
candle
good.
on it. Yeah.
I smoke it. It's good.
Man, tear that shit off or something, man.
So
Smoke no candle.
fucking
There you
Oh,
go.
shit.
There you go.
That
Like,
big.
I don't like the bitch up again.
yeah.
Get that candle up.
So the motherfucking the dude that they were beating up chased him all the way from H.P. Carter by Lowndes all the way over to Finnegan Park. They running around the corner. The old dude get out of his car. It was a yellow Granada from what I was told. He get out, just start shooting. Pow, pow, pow. Everybody act like they laid down like they were shot. Not Marcus. He looked back, shoot his face off, shoot him down his leg, the whole nine. You know? And I don't know what happened to old dude after that. You know, I'm sure they took care of him. But the guy they was beating him up because they said he was a punk. Right? He was I think he had went in the military and got locked up, and they were just fucking with him because they said he was a punk when he was in jail. You know, they was whooping on a nigga all the time, and he got tired of getting whooped on.
So it wasn't accepted back then.
Not at all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
With that shit. Keep your ass over there. But, you know, nowadays it's more understood and talked about and,
Yeah.
you know, all
No
that.
big deal, no?
So, have no conversation about that. What is it? LG? You know the alphabets?
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
You
LGBT.
appreciate that G2. G2 in the
I
building.
should know it.
G2 in the building. Say, man, if you need some type of content filmed, video, editing, well, you know, for a podcast, for, you know, whatever,
Bring the bag.
contact G2.
Bring the bag.
Yes,
Diaper
sir.
bag. Bring it.
Contact G2.
Entry level pricing. Not for long.
So, we in high school, and that happened to Marcus. Yeah. Let me see. I went to Barber Jordan. My mom knew they wouldn't let me go no. Yeah, they wouldn't let me go to Wheeler. And after this shit happened with me getting stabbed in the leg,
Yeah.
right?
You love Mac Reynolds?
They put me in Fleming. They took me to Fleming. I went to Fleming. Fleming was a good magnet type of program school over there. So they tried to keep me away from all y'all
Yeah.
bad
They
motherfuckers.
My parents tried the same thing. My last year at Wheatley, they moved to Missouri City. I wasn't with it. I wasn't going to school out there. I went back to Wheatley.
Yeah. Yeah, Fleming was good though. Fleming had a whole of girls, man. I remember a story, man. I was in science class, and me and this chick used to sit, you know, next to each other. And in science class, it's a big tall table, right? So you on
Like top joints, yeah.
yeah, so you on like this bar stool or something.
Yeah.
And you know, me and her used to chop it up a little bit, and we got real familiar with each other in class.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know what y'all call it now, but we used to call it, you know, finger fucking.
Yeah, it's finger banging now.
Finger banging.
They all aggressive with this shit now.
Yeah. So
Man.
Yeah, I know. And I was in what grade was I in? I was in the 8th grade. Yeah, I was in 8th grade. But still, your kid in 8th grade, they still young.
Man, that middle school was the time I was getting turned on to women.
Yeah.
I say women because they were a little bit older, and it would be a crime today.
Well, that's cool.
It would be.
So you think, as a little boy,
Right.
us growing up,
Right.
as little boys, right? We got heart though.
Right.
We ain't no little cur, and they have to beg and fight us. And now, come on, get some of this.
No.
We we was with it.
We was with it.
You grin, you in.
We was with it.
So you feel like that's a bad thing, or you?
Technically, it's illegal. You know what I mean? I don't know how it really affected me. You know what I mean? Because I think my issues with women come from the relationship I don't have with my mom. You know what I mean? But I just look at it. It's a double standard that's still here today. Because if it was a little girl, it'd be up in arms. Uncles, brothers, ready to fight.
Everybody ready to kill something.
You know what I mean? That didn't happen to us. She did what, Kim?
Well, you a fool, man.
Boy, you ain't nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was just man.
That was pushed on us, having sex early with girls, as many as you can, man.
Yeah.
Do it all of them. They ain't, they not worthy and all that. We was coached and nurtured on females are just to get your
pleasure. That's it.
And talk to them and talk to a bunch of them and don't be faithful.
There was no commitment ever.
None of the commitment and the right thing to do in a relationship was taught to me. To me, shit.
I think I've had one conversation with my dad about that as a kid. But it was when he was sad when he got caught having 2 girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He on the back porch. I'm like, man, what's going on?
That's crazy.
Man, I got 2 girls I'm in love with. And I'm thinking like, how the fuck is that a bad thing? And I don't know. I just never seen anything different, man. That was a one-time deal. There was never a continuous message about being faithful. Because after that, he went right back to having 2 girlfriends. It was just different ones. So,
wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of shit, man, that we have yet to unpack. Right? We display a lot of behavior that we probably even know why we do it. But I guarantee you, after a full season of this shit, we gonna know. You know what I mean? Because the more you delve into your childhood, you're like, oh man, that's why I act the way I act.
God damn.
Think about it. We remain solid because that's what we saw. That's how we were raised. You know what I mean? You from Fifth Ward, nigga, like you were saying, we gonna be Fifth Ward forever. Especially if I know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got Facebook friends that like you from the 2nd grade. It's like we ain't even left off. I ain't seen them since the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
And if they need something right now, I'm going. So yeah, I think people fail to realize how strong that Fifth Ward bond is. Think about this. You got motherfuckers with PhDs, graduated from HBCUs, all kinds of shit. They come home to go to weekly homecoming. You know what I mean? We barely got a damn football team.
Yeah.
But the motherfuckers come home for that. That's just how strong that purple and white, that Fifth Ward, all that. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is, man. The crazy thing is how we came back in contact.
Yeah.
Was on social media.
Yeah. Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay. And then we linked up in person, and then we linked up again in person.
Yeah.
And then we linked up maybe one more time in person, and then now we were
doing this.
doing this shit.
Yeah.
But that come from like us being from Fifth Ward. If you was a friend, you was family. We would call each other cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like you start becoming family with people over the years that good people.
Yeah.
It's good people. Do you think our kids of this generation, the recent generation, have those long relationships with people?
Not many, because it's so rare that a kid gets to grow up in the same area. We always trying to go for the better jobs. I was a military dude, so it was just the timing of my kids. My oldest one is 8 years apart from my middle one, because we didn't think we were going to be able to have kids, right? So, but now people always moving, and these kids don't have a chance to keep that same group.
You think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing. Because I know, like I told you earlier, my kids are fortunate to have that. And I see how comfortable they are when they come home. They never have to worry about anywhere to go or even, they so down with each other. When they get depressed, they're always reaching out to each other. You know what I mean? They're just like so close-knit, like a real live family. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I can see them doing it, but that's not typical. I was fortunate enough to be stable. You know what I mean? So when I got out, I bought a house like 2 years later. You know what I mean? So I was there. I was gonna be there. So, but yeah, these kids don't have a chance with that, and they're missing out. Mm-hmm. They really are. At the very minimum, man, I wish they could at least stay in high school. 9th grade all the way to 12th. At least they could have those friends.
What I always do is I can't say what I did with my older kids.
Yeah.
Because I was young, all that, and I went to prison for 7 years. So a lot of they middle school and all that shit.
7 years, man. Nigga told me you stole Girl Scout cookies.
I stole the money that was in the bag that said Girl Scout cookies. But I ain't never did no. I never have did no road shit. Like I've never done no road shit. If I'm gonna take me a chance, it's gonna be for something for sure.
And that may be some Fifth Ward shit that made you act like that.
Yeah, it is.
Cause we different. Ain't gonna risk it all for nothing.
No, not at all. Not at all. I remember a story when we used to do some stupid shit. We pushed one of my homeboys' cars, his grandfather car out the garage, down the driveway, out the driveway onto the street, and took off in that motherfucker. We used to do that on a regular basis. When they sleep, we take the car and go joyriding. So one night we was joyriding and we rode through, I think it was a Rice Food Market parking lot. And one of my homeboys seen a lady walking with her purse. Mm-hmm. Nice looking young lady,
Yeah.
I'm thinking they looking at her because she looked good. They looking at her purse.
Food.
To go snatch her purse. And I heard the whole situation. I'm like, hey, man. Listen, man. Nah, don't do that.
We ain't gonna be snatching purses.
Don't do that, man. But they wasn't trying to hear me. Nigga, you on some squash shit. Fuck that. We finna get this bitch, man. We gonna get this bitch. Nah, they was for real.
Yeah, because
they was for real.
One was officially crazy, and the other one was like neighborhood
crazy. He down with it.
Yeah.
And I told them boys, I'll buy y'all some food. Let's go get some food.
Don't do that.
I'll buy y'all some food if y'all leave this woman alone.
You buying food?
Bought them food, man. I never was down with the crazy shit like that. Like that shit.
That's too unnecessary.
Nah, I wouldn't snatch no goddamn purse. You don't know what's in that lady purse. Now, if it was a bag and I knew it was 10,000 in that motherfucker.
It might be, if you making a deposit.
Because I've been watching. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Deposit or withdrawal, whichever one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that chance because I done already peeped it out the right way.
We ain't gonna be snatching EBT cards and shit.
Nah, not at all, man. Not at all.
Now you were saying
man,
about would you teach your older kids?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you when we get back.